I want to show you how I rigged my boat. Over the last couple weeks here, I rigged my boat front to back, wrapped it, got it here to Florida. Come on, check it out. Check out the new skin. Check out the graphs, the Talons. I'll just kind of walk you through the whole boat here. And as you can see right off the bat, really sick camo pattern we did this year. It's a really sweet matte finish. Old school camo, man, I'm all about it. That woodland camo. Some people call it old school camo, Vietnam camo. Really cool color scheme here. Again, it's an FXR20. Megabass, Trocar, Santone, Carhartt, Seaguar, Minnkota, Humminbird, all the works, really sick graphics, but a lot of guys pick up their boats from the factory, pick up their boats from the dealerships, and they're already rigged out. I like to rig my own boats every single year so that if something goes wrong, I know exactly where to diagnose the problem. That way I've got zero downtime when I'm competing. So come check out the rear of this boat here. 2020 Yamaha SHO. I put 150 to 160 hours on these 4-stroke motors every single season. I've had zero issues with this motor over the last 9 years. So of course the Atlas hydraulic jack plate, it's a 12-inch jack plate. Minnkota Talons, really cool, 8-foot Talons. I like the shorties, I call them shorties. They're 8 foot. It's kind of a two-stage Talon where, you know, it's 4 feet and 4 feet. So you get a total of 8 feet long. But I call them shorties because they sit underneath the cowling. If I'm going underneath the bridge or something like that, I've got no clearance issues whatsoever. So we mounted that to the all aluminum, you know, Talon brackets, really sweet. And then come check this out back here. Look at all the room in the back of this FXR here. I got my G-Juice from my live well. Battleborn 100 amp hour batteries, 12 volts a piece. There's 3 of them, so that's 36 volts running that Ultrex. And then I've got an AGM cranking battery as well as another 50 amp 12 volt battery that helps support that cranking battery. So we got plenty of juice to run all season long. And then going to the cockpit here, this is where I do most of my work whenever I'm, you know, graphing ledges, points, deeper water stuff, looking for, you know, side imaging for grass lines and things like that. 2 Solix 12 units mounted to a brand new, this is kind of cool, Geigertech mount. It's an all aluminum, billet aluminum, machined aluminum with a carbon fiber background. Really solid mount. It mounts those Solix 12s really nice. Talon switch right here, super large cockpit, really nice. Man, I spend sometimes 5-6 hours in that seat right there when I'm practicing on tour. Moving up, of course, we had to have the How Dangerous logo right there. Looking good on the console. That's the cleanest it's going to be all year long, so that's why I'm showing this to you. And then coming up front here, again, Talon foot switches, Minnkota Ultrex, 36 volt, the original GPS trolling motor. So you hit that spot lock button there, keeps you in a spot the size of a trash can lid. Really nice when you're out there in the wind or the current or whatever it is. Again, the 2 Solix 12s up here. I'll run strictly 360 imaging up front here, and as well as 2D down, as well as down imaging. But a lot of times I'll just run my map and either 2D down or down imaging, 360 up front. And here's the new 360 mega imaging here. So that's a Mega 360 imaging unit, and it actually physically runs 360 degrees, so you can see it spinning down there. It's like underwater radar. Really sweet here. So, of course, the new lines for the FXR, it's kind of a triangular shape. Just makes it a lot wider up front, plenty of room up front there. Coming around to the port side, here's that 360 mount, real solid. And then how about this right here, the TH Marine. This is their bounce buster. It's a stainless steel a trolling motor mount right here, and it's really nice. All you got to do is kick that forward and, you know, release the trolling motor and deploy the trolling motor right there just like that. It's super simple, and when you lock it back down, it locks in place, and that's not going anywhere. So when we go back up north, fish for those big giant smallmouth and 4 to 5 foot waves, that is a lifesaver right there. So that was a quick little walk around of the boat. Like I said, I've only got like an hour and a half on this engine here, so I'm really looking forward to kicking off the season. I hope you guys all follow along. It's gonna be an awesome year on the Bassmaster Elite Series Tour 2020. Let's ride.